The episode begins with Pihu running to her room and locking the door from inside. Nandini tells Shashwat that she never saw Pihu like this. Ishani asks Pihu what happened. Shashwat tells Pihu to open the door. Pihu falls on the bed and cries. Nandini tells Ishani that Pihu needs her own people now. She tells Pihu that they will go to eat in a 5-star restaurant. She asks Pihu to open the door because they are worried. Raj Didi asks where Pihu went and whom she met. She says she saw Pihu talking to Ishani before leaving the house. Yash says life can't be smooth after befriending an elder woman. Ishani asks him whether he is taunting her. Yash tells her that he is talking to himself. Ishani asks why she is getting treated like she is an outsider. Shashwat tells her that she is talking about herself in this situation. He hopes Pihu doesn't do anything. Ishani says she is sure Pihu will open the door when she tells Pihu. Raj Didi apologized to Pihu for forcing Shashwat to marry Ishani. Ishani asks Raj Didi why the latter is dragging her into this matter. Nandini says Ishani always argues. Ishani asks them whether she should agree with them. Always. She tells Pihu that the latter must be hearing all this. She asks Pihu what happened. She reminds Pihu that she returned for the latter's sake. She says she will assume Pihu doesn't need her if Pihu doesn't open the door then. She decides to leave the house if Pihu doesn't need her then. She requests Pihu to open the door. Pihu opens the door and tells them to leave from there. Nandini says she knows Pihu needs her own people to talk to. Pihu asks who Nandini is to her. She says she will talk to Ishani only and goes inside. Ishani follows Pihu. Pihu locks the door again. She hugs Ishani and cries. Raj Didi tells Shashwat that she is worried about Pihu's future. She asks him to see Ishani is separating Pihu from there. Shashwat tells her to see what he does. Nandini tells him that Ishani is messing up everything. Yash says he doesn't know how Ankita will stay in the house. Shashwat tells them not to worry because he knows how to handle Ishani. He leaves from there. Pihu tells Ishani that Anurag rejected her and revealed he loves someone else. She says she is hurt and cries. Ishani says she already warned Pihu. Pihu tells Ishani that she is not able to tolerate this. She asks Ishani to talk to Anurag for her. She says she will die. Ishani asks Pihu not to say it like that. She says she will try and hugs Pihu. She thinks she wants to say Pihu happy. She decides to talk to Anurag about Pihu. After proving his innocence, the next day, in the college, Shashwat warns Ishani to not make any mistake. He says he will wait outside because he won't be allowed inside. Anurag asks Pihu what she is doing there. Pihu tells him that she is worried about the committee decision. That's why she came. Anurag says he is innocent, so he is scared. Shashwat tells Ishani to not forget her statement. The episode ends. The episode begins with Ishani and Anurag entering the committee meeting room. The committee lady tells Ishani that everything depends on Ishani's statement. Ishani says she is ready to answer all the questions. The committee lady asks Anurag whether he is aware why he is there. Anurag replies he knows. The committee man says Ishani can forgive Anurag and close the matter if she wants. The committee lady says Ishani should withdraw the case, or else they will punish Anurag. Anurag says he will obey the committee's decision. The committee lady asks Anurag whether he accepts that the accusations are true. Anurag says they are present to hear Ishani's statement. The committee lady says she can understand. Ishani is a married woman who still wants to continue her studies, which is a brave decision. She asks why Ishani discontinued her studies. Ishani says she was studying in this college, and she was forced to discontinue her studies. She reveals her daughter Pihu took admission for her in this college. The committee lady says Ishani must be in trauma because of sexual harassment. Ishani asks when she complained against Anurag. She says she never accepted Anurag harassing her. The committee lady asks Ishani to say what exactly happened. Ishani reveals Anurag offered her a lift and she accepted it. She says Shashwat saw her with Anurag and misunderstood everything. The committee lady asks Ishani whether Anurag did not harass the latter. Ishani says Anurag did nothing like that. She praises Anurag. The committee lady asks whether she can write in the report that Anurag is innocent. Ishani says she doesn't have any issue with Anurag. The committee lady asks Anurag whether he wants to say anything. Anurag says they won't be present there if Ishani denied the allegations in front of the principal then. He asks, what about the person who gave a false complaint against him? The principal tells him that they will send a report to Shashwat. She asks him to resume his work from tomorrow. She asks Ishani whether she should put Anurag in another department. Ishani asks what the need of that is when Anurag is innocent. The principal tells them not to discuss this matter outside. The committee lady says the meeting is over. Everyone leaves from there except Anurag and Ishani. Anurag says thanks to Ishani. Ishani says she told the truth, so Anurag need not thank her, and says Anurag misunderstood her. Anurag tells her that she was silent when Shashwat filed a false complaint against him. Ishani tells him that he doesn't trust her like in the past. She says Anurag did not notice she did not give a complaint against him. Anurag asks her whether she will come to college. Ishani replies maybe yes. She asks him to not hurt Pihu more. Anurag says he can't tolerate Pihu's madness. They leave from there. The committee lady asks Anurag whether he wants to say anything. Anurag says they won't be present there if Ishani denied the allegations in front of the principal then. He asks, what about the person who gave a false complaint against him? The principal tells him that they will send a report to Shashwat. She asks him to resume his work from tomorrow. She asks Ishani whether she should put Anurag in another department. Ishani asks what the need of that is when Anurag is innocent. The principal tells them not to discuss this matter outside. The committee lady says the meeting is over. Everyone leaves from there except Anurag and Ishani. Anurag says thanks to Ishani. Ishani says she told the truth, so Anurag need not thank her, and says Anurag misunderstood her. Anurag tells her that she was silent when Shashwat filed a false complaint against him. Ishani tells him that he doesn't trust her like in the past. She says Anurag did not notice she did not give a complaint against him. Anurag asks her whether she will come to college. Ishani replies maybe yes. She asks him to not hurt Pihu more. Anurag says he can't tolerate Pihu's madness. They leave from there. Shashwat asks Ishani what happened inside. Ishani tells him that they will receive an official letter from the college. Shashwat takes her from there. The next day, Shashwat tells Ishani that he doesn't think she should go to college. The episode ends. The episode begins with Shashwat telling Ishani that he doesn't think she should go to college after that incident. Ishani asks him to tell him directly that he doesn't want him to go to college. Shashwat tells her that everything should be done at the right time. He says house responsibilities and family reputation were Suhasini's priorities, even though she achieved many things in her professional life. Ishani tells him that she takes care of house responsibilities, and family reputation is her priority too. She asks what wrong she's doing by studying. Shashwat tells her that it's not her age to study, so people will laugh at her. He picks up a call and tells the police officer that the latter would have read about his wife's news in the newspaper. He says Ishani suffered a lot so he is planning to file a complaint against Anurag in the local police station. Ishani gets shocked. Hearing this, Shashwat tells the police officer that his wife went to continue her studies, but Anurag did this. He says his wife is facing this problem without doing anything wrong. A police officer tells Shashwat to go to the nearest police station after receiving a report from the college committee. Shashwat says he wants to settle this issue before Yash's marriage and disconnects the call. Ishani thinks that Shashwat won't succeed in his plan. Shashwat tells Ishani that he won't end this matter easily. Ishani tells him that she never told him that Anurag harassed her. Shashwat tells her that that doesn't matter. Ishani asks him why he did all this. Shashwat tells her that he is possessive about his things and she is his wife, that's why. He says Ishani doesn't know him well and says Anurag will lose his job soon. He asks her how Anurag can ruin his party. Ishani tells him that she has to go to the kitchen. Shashwat says he will go to the police station. After receiving the college committee report, he asks her to send Nandini to his room. Ishani glares at him. Shashwat asks her whether she felt bad. Ishani tells him that she doesn't care about him, so it doesn't matter to her. Shashwat gets angry hearing this and twists her hand. Ishani tells him that she doesn't have any expectations from him. Shashwat tells her that he understands why she is angry. Ishani asks him why they're talking about it now. Shashwat tells her that she is jealous too, but he will calm her in the night. He says his morning will be good if he chats with Nandini then. He adds he can't live as sage. Ishani tells him that he can't become sage even if he wants to. She agrees to send Nandini to his room and leaves from there. Later, Nandini tauntingly tells Shashwat that he finally got time to talk to her. She says Shashwat is always with Ishani. Shashwat tells her that she sounds jealous. Nandini tells him that Ishani should get jealous. She asks him what he did with Anurag. Shashwat tells her about the sexual harassment case. Nandini tells him that he loves Ishani. That's why he's possessive about her.